Shekhar Garu is more than a director to me. He's shaped the way I look at life right now, or at least in a work environment. Because when again, I am a very different person. I've never, even if I'm in a very complicated situation, I try to just either walk out of it instead of making it bigger. He says that you need to fight for what is right. You need to be there. If you don't do it now, it's never going to happen. So he's someone who taught me all of that. He taught me to be a woman in the sets of Fida. Otherwise, I was always this gullible little child walking around. And I don't know how it always happens. In the set, I'm always the child. Any set. Even if there's someone younger to me, they somehow think that I'm the younger one. So somehow in that set, he taught me what it is to just stand for your rights, even if it is, say, professionally wrong. As a person, if you think that they've hurt your sentiments, you need to put it across. If they do not accept, you need to wait for an apology. He said that at so many times. For example, there was a time at which, when it comes to caravans, you have two sides. If you're sharing one with another actor, and Varun is pretty huge. He is big. He needs to get the bigger one. But then there was that one day when I had a sari and there was no space in my caravan and I just freaked out. I said, no, it isn't working, because the person who was draping it for me was literally on the steps. So I was very emotional. I said, this is not how it is done, right? So I went straight to Sekhar Kammula. I told him, see, you either give me something which is equal, because like how he is big, he really needs that space. The same way I'm draping something, there's one person going into the restroom, there's one more going down to the steps. So it's very uncomfortable. Or you give me a room, do something, don't put me in a spot where I think I'm less. He said, if you feel this way, you should not get dressed. Just go put on your clothes, come sit over here until you have another caravan. I don't want you feeling this way. And he's the director of that film. He said, the set will wait. The set will wait, it's okay. You need to be made to feel comfortable. And so these are few things. Again, when we were in the US, when you're in a different town, everybody is in a very uncertain, everybody's a little uncomfortable over there because you don't know from where you get what. So even in that place, if I was treated wrong, he wouldn't say that, come on, you're all going through this. He'll say, no, stand for your rights. If another actor is feeling this way, then it's okay for you to feel this way too. Right. If the male lead is given this, the female lead should be given this. He's always spoken for equality. And sometimes I ask him, Shekhar, why is it that you are so different? He said, no, this is a very, again, I'm being very honest. This is what he said. Sometimes when you give both of them equal importance, the other person feels that they're given less. It's because always in the society, I'm not talking about just the movies alone, even outside, it's always that the male counterpart, they get the bigger one, or they are, maybe because they stay in the industry for longer. So I don't know how that works. So I was very new to all of this. He educated me. But the best part is I worked with actors and directors who gave me the bigger space. For example, the minute Varun got to know about this, Varun said, I would like to swap rooms. I don't want her to go through this. Come over to my room, Pallavi, change, you can take this. He didn't think twice. I've worked with the best of heroes and the best of directors that I felt so comfortable. But somewhere here and there, you come across such incidents, but there's always a cushion. You have Sekhar Kammula, you have Varun, you have Rana. All of them have made sure that I was comfortable. So that's why I'm able to confidently talk about it right now.
Right.
Saying that I felt this way. I'm talking about this and that. It's not like it's always bad, but there's always someone who's going to be there to make you feel comfortable in that space. Sekhar Kammula taught me a lot when it came to how to be.
And I'm glad you said that, because, that quality of his, it really comes through in all his films,
Yeah.
That thing, it's almost like, yes, I would expect this of him. I'm getting that because I don't know him at all. But from what you say, it's like it's really there in his films. So
no, what shocked me more was not because I'm the actor. There were two, the costume designers, Rabab and Himani. So they did brilliant work. But for some reason, there was some kind of rift between maybe the managers or them, and they were more modern. They said, we're going to hold on to the costumes until generally you get paid, and by the end of the film, most of the crew, not talking about the cast, the crew. So these girls had a need maybe at that point, and they got hold of the costumes. They said, we're not giving the costumes until you pay us. We need the money. Shekhar Garu said, I applaud their, he should be scared because right now we're not able to shoot. He said, I can't believe those girls did it. I admire them, salute to them. I said, this man is crazy. So it's not that he thinks this way for the actor alone, actor and actress. he thinks it's for everyone. You're the costume designer, you're anybody in the sets, you need to be treated equal. In his sets, I think his sets are the only ones where I've seen a more number of women working. We have 6 to 7 people in the sets, so that is huge.